Hi, you guys. This is a video for when you're working on something and you end up really not liking what you're making, maybe in the middle of it, maybe right in the beginning of it. I feel like we've all been there before, and that's painful in all kinds of different ways. Um, when we feel those things, that those feelings can go right through our nervous system, and they can stop us from making things or suck all the enjoyment out of what we're doing. This video comes from a comment. So if that comment was yours, know that there's many more videos coming out of that wonderful share. I so appreciate you sharing what you did. So this is one for, I really don't like what I'm making. So hand on your heart, close your eyes, and just imagine a time when you started to work and then you really didn't like what you were making. Also, you can use this video as a support for yourself when you're making things. Know that if something comes up, you can use this video to help process whatever's coming up as you're making art too. It's a really powerful way to use tapping in the moment. Okay, so think about that time that you started to really not like what you're making. And then just tap on the side of the hand. Even though I really don't like what I'm making, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And if that doesn't feel true, find something else. Like, I know I'm doing the best I can right now. Maybe I'll like this later. Something that feels really true for you. Even though I really don't like what I'm making, imagine it. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I really don't like what I'm making, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Eyebrow point. I really don't like what I'm making. Side of the eye. I really don't like what I'm making. That's just the truth. I really don't like what I'm making. And if what you're making is in front of you, look at it. Look at it. Talk to it. I really don't like what I'm making. Tapping on the collarbone point. I really don't like what I'm making because. I'm just going to hang out here on the collarbone point, and you just start voicing those reasons, whatever they are, even if you don't know what they are. Say, I don't know. I really don't like what I'm making because. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with what you're making? Voice it, in your opinion. Under the arm. I really don't like what I'm making. Top of the head. I really don't like what I'm making. Big inhale and exhale. Now we're going to do another round, but I want to add feelings to it. So I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. How does it make you feel? Shame. That makes me feel sad. That makes me feel depressed, powerless, hopeless. That makes me feel whatever it makes you feel. It might make you feel more than one thing. See if you can zero in on one feeling it makes you feel. And I just want to say again, these feelings can be so painful and I want to say, and that's okay. Not that I want you to be feeling those things, but just know that so many people feel these things in their art making. It can be very, very painful. I don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. That's a courageous thing to acknowledge. Super courageous. These feelings become walls that stop us from making anything. But if we can tap and say, I don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. We can start to take the energy out of that wall and allow the art making to come so much easier, so much easier. So let's see if we can release some of that feeling. Side of the hand. I really don't like what I'm making. And that makes me feel. How does it make you feel? Say it out loud. Whatever it is okay. No matter how small or large the feeling is. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. And I love and accept myself, even with these feelings. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And all I need to do right now is be honest about how I feel. Even though I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, even with these feelings. Eyebrow point. I feel. I feel. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. Under the nose. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. Under the mouth. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. Collarbone point. That makes me feel. Keep tapping on the collarbone point. Close your eyes and just see what that feeling feels like in your body. Is it somewhere specifically in your body? Is it in your throat, in your head, in your heart, in your stomach? Is it in your legs? Where is that feeling in your body? Just focusing on that. Where are you feeling that feeling in your body? Focusing on it as you tap. Under the arm. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. Top of the head. I really don't like what I'm making, and that makes me feel. Big inhale. And exhale. Just checking in on how you're feeling now. If it stayed the same or gotten more intense, just keep focusing on that feeling. If memories start to pop up or times that you felt like this before, it can be helpful to jot them down as focuses for tapping and another time or right now, if that's what feels right to you. If you feel open and ready for a shift, or if a shift's already happened with the tapping, then I'm going to go around and offer a positive round that you could take from this point. What I'll say is I just want to reaffirm that when you're making art and you start to come up against these feelings, they're real experiences for yourself. So I would like to offer from me to you compassion for what that feels, what you're experiencing. Making artwork is not necessarily easy, right? If we have stuff inside us that that blasts our nervous system with shame or doubt or regret or anything when we're working on things, when we're making art and actually moving energy ourselves, and then that gets brought up, that's not necessarily an easy experience. So I just, if you're needing it, I want to offer compassion to you, and um, because it's so easy for us to be hard on ourselves, and there's always a reason why things are hard for us when they're happening. And I also very much believe that with steps, those things that we want can become so much easier, even self-expression and our creativity. So that's why I'm doing this, and that's hopefully why you're doing this, so that art making can get easier for you. So we're in a point right now where something's challenging, you've been working on something and you don't like what you've made. So we're just going to kind of open up to a possibility. So side of the hand. Even though I don't like what I'm making, and this happens kind of a lot, maybe that's true, I'm open to seeing if there's anything that I like about what I'm doing. Even though I don't like what I'm making, I'm open to seeing what is working for me. Even though I really don't like what I'm making, I wonder if there's something I like about it. Keep tapping on the side of the hand. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because in everything we make, sometimes there are bits that we like. And if we can find the bits that we like, we can recognize them first, and then we get a chance to have some confidence with what we've done. But we also can take those bits and grow them. We can know, oh, I feel really, confident with my color, or I feel really confident with that texture I created. And whatever it is that we like, we can use in the next piece. But if we're only focusing on what we don't like in what we've done, then that keeps blasting our nervous system with whatever feeling you're feeling, and it becomes really hard to make art. So I want to help us find what it is that we are liking in what we're doing, and allow that to expand as well. At the same time, honoring that there might be parts that we don't like. Just keep tapping on the half side hand, please. That there might be parts that we don't like, and that could be for whatever reason. We could genuinely not like them, or we could be judging them with someone else's eyes. And so that tapping, there's two different tappings that need to be done for that, depending on why it is we don't like what we're doing. But I'll do a video about that, exploring why don't we like what we're doing later. So for now, we're just, even though I don't like what I'm making, I'm open to seeing what I do like. Eyebrow point. Look at the art or think about the art. What do you like that you've done? What piece of it, even if it's something small? Side of the eye. Some things could be, I like that I showed up and I actually made something. Under the eye. I like that I let myself use those materials. Under the nose. I actually like, what do you actually like? Your mouth. But I really don't like what I'm making. Collarbone point. But I do like, what do you like? It's okay to like it. I don't have to tell anyone I like it. Or maybe I do. Maybe I'll tell everyone. Either way. I like. Under the arm. I don't like what I'm making. But I do like this part of it. I do like this piece of it. Top of the head. I do like that. Okay, inhale. Exhale. So some of the things that came out that you liked, write them down. Do your own tapping sequence, if you want. Do your own tapping sequence, just really focusing on those things that you like. And if stuff comes up around that resistance to saying that you like it, you can write me and we can do a video about that too. It's all just these little pieces that we just unfold one by one by one by one, unfold. Um, and then the waterfall of creativity just is able to happen. So I wanted to thank you for bearing with me as I sort of chatter on here in these videos. I want to tell you why I'm doing that, which is um, it's really important to me that I show you how you can use this in your own life and in your own creative practice as we go along. Because the more you can cater it to your own experience, the 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 I want to say the easier it'll be for you to see your results. But tapping works the best when we're being really authentic with our words, really true to our experience. So that's why I invite you to write me if you want me to make videos based on what you're experiencing. But I also want to, as we go along, show you how you can do it for yourself. Um, so uh, so that's why I chatter on here, to give you ideas about how you can keep unfolding it. Because what the last thing I want is for you to do a video and then be like, yeah, but I still feel, and not know how to support yourself in that. But of course, you can always write. So that's just, thank you for bearing with me as I chatter on. It is to help clarify why I'm doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying, so that you can start following your own breadcrumbs along your tapping journey. Always, memories are very, very important. If memories are coming up as you're tapping, you can always write those down. I'm going to do a video soon about how to tap through a memory. So thank you very much. And if you don't like what you're making, I feel that. I do. I do. And let's hopefully together and together and on your own, and together and on your own, as we all are, um, you can start to unfold that, so you can get a bit more joy, or even more joy, out of your creating, because I really believe we all deserve that. Uh, so thanks very much. See you soon.